Let's face it, the New York Jets have limited cap space so far this offseason. There's a ton of moves they can make where they can make some additional money, but right now they're going to have to go to our favorite aisle in the grocery store, the clearance rack, getting some value, a bargain, you could say. And luckily, Christopher Knox of Bleacher Report suggested that very path for the New York Jets in the running back market. There's a full article in the YouTube description down below that you guys can click and follow along for all the juicy details here, but he linked the New York Jets to Baltimore Ravens running back JK Dobbins, and he said he'd be a perfect complement to Breece Hall after the Dalvin Cook experiment failed. And he said, quote, a cheaper free agent option like Dobbins would be perfect for the Jets. We're projected to have $7.6 million in cap space available, again, at the time of this video, although more moves and different things can happen. Now, there's a lot of big names that are going to be on the market. Saquon Barkley's, Tony Pollard's, Derrick Henry's, and things of that nature. And all those guys would be sexy for the Jets, but we have to be realistic in making sure we invest our resources into the proper things, offensive line, a wide receiver to a backup quarterback, etc. But they still need another running back. More on that later about my pitch to Jet fans about why they need another running back. But even though there's going to be all those big names, a guy like J.K. Dobbins is going to slip under the radar because he's had a bunch of injuries. He missed 2021 with a torn ACL. He suffered a torn Achilles. He's had a couple of injuries the last couple of years, but Christopher Knox of Bleacher Report explained that Dobbins is almost sure to command a one-year prove-it deal, likely at the league minimum. Whichever team takes a flyer on him could be getting a steal, provided he can stay healthy. The 25-year-old is a capable dual threat who combines power and explosiveness. By the way, I looked it up because the veteran minimum, for those who don't know, changes on a year-to-year basis. Depending on how much service time you have in the league, means how much your veteran minimum is. And for J.K. Dobbins, if he was to sign for the veteran minimum this offseason, it would be $1.08 million. That's what it is for players with service time between 4 and 6 years in the NFL. Now, Spot Track's calculated market value projects him to make a little bit more than league minimum. They project him to sign a 2-year deal for $4.3 million. That $2.1 million annual salary would make him the number 31 highest paid running back in football per over the cap. So even if it was that, I mean, we're talking about relative chump change here. Now, there's a lot of reasons why the Jets should be interested in Dobbins. First off, Achilles buddies. Remember when Aaron Rodgers was doing those Pat McAfee shows, him and J.K. Dobbins were both recovering and rehabbing their Achilles at the same facility during the season, which is really cool. Dobbins can be had on the dirt cheap, a one-year prove-it deal. The Jets need another guy in the room. J.K. Dobbins in the NFL has rushed for over 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, and when he's on the field, he averages 5.8 a clip. I love that average. And here's the thing, Jet fans, let me talk to you. Let me give you a little LA night here. Let me talk to you. Yeah. People, anytime I do videos about the Jets at running back, or I talk about it on Twitter, Jet fans go, but Paul, they don't need a running back. They have Izzy. Fans, was I excited about the Izzy pick? Sure. Izzy to the hizzy, all that stuff. That was fun. But this is a results-oriented business. Israel Abanikanda in his rookie season only ran the ball 22 times for 70 yards. You want to know what? Coaches said he struggled in pass protection. How in God's green earth could the Jets rely on Izzy to be the unquestioned RB2 in this offense? Spoiler alert, they friggin' can't. Breece Hall is the guy. He's the number one guy. He's the alpha. But you need other running backs in the room. You need insurance policies if Breece gets hurt, and you just need other guys because Breece Hall is not going to play 100% of the snaps. That's the truth. Dalvin Cook is gone, so the only other running back of note on this team that isn't some random practice squad guy is Izzy. Izzy hasn't shown crap yet. Now, you could say, well, the coaches didn't give him a chance. Okay, they did not. Is he his RP3? Splash change of pace? Sure. Every time he touched the ball, you could tell there was a juice. Like where he ran the ball a lot differently than Dalvin. No question about it. Every time the ball got in his hands, it was all, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then, again, the results are what the results are. I'm fine with Izzy as RB3. But you need another proven guy that's been there, done that in this league. And I'm not saying you have to get Derrick Henry and spend $10 million, whatever crazy number it would take for Derrick Henry. That's not what I'm saying. You need another guy. Why not a guy like Dobbins, who on a 1-year prove-it deal, veteran minimum, would want to play with Rodgers? He was buddies with Rodgers. He's been wildly productive when he's been on the field, and it's low risk. The Jets, if he gets injured again, okay, it was $1 million. What are we talking about here? Better than $7 million. Last offseason, the Jets overspent on the running back position with Dalvin, who I wanted, by the way. It didn't work out. That's fine. But they overspent on running back last year. This year, they could do the opposite. They could go with a cheaper option, and that's what they should do. Breece Hall should be the straw that stirs the drink. He should be the main guy. But a lot of the things I hear from Jet fans are just nonsensical. They say, why are you trying to take carries away from Breece? He's not playing 100% of the carries, so shut up. Number two, we have Izzy. He has done nothing. He rushed for 70 yards on 22 attempts last year, and the coaches called him out constantly for his lack of ability of pass protection. I hope eventually he does, get over the hump, and all of a sudden he can pass protect better, and all of a sudden he can produce more. But he's shown nothing. Yet Jet fans are just so committed to the guy as RB2. It's freaking bonkers. I want him in the room. RB3, change of pace guy, but you need another RB2 with Breece, because if Breece goes down, any of you Jet fans out there, is he running the train and being the lead guy? I have no confidence in that whatsoever. Again, I'm a guy for Santa. We all love Santa, Christmas time, right? I have to see it to believe it. I need to see Santa's fat ass come down that chimney before I'm like, okay, it's Christmas time. I have not seen Santa's fat ass come down the chimney. And he has 22 carries for 70 yards. I haven't seen it yet. So I can't just take that leap of faith and believe he could be the clear-cut RB2. The Jets need another guy. And whether it's Dobbins, who is explained in this article, again, full details down below, or whether it's another cheap veteran, A.J. Dillon, or throw your name out there, the Jets are going to need it. It's not the top need for the Jets, but it's on the list, and the Jets need to invest as many resources as possible on the offense side of the football. Backup quarterback, wide receiver, offensive line, of course, and then you need another running back in that room. That is a conversation not enough people are talking about. Thanks for tuning into the channel, youtube.com/BoyGreen25. Daily New York Jets content, baby. You can't beat it. You can tune in every day. Subscribe to the channel. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Take care.